Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. We're all sex pets in their eyes. Let's have that discussion today. You know, if you look on YouTube this morning, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is reporting breaking news on the arrest of a Floyd Wallace. This video is not even about Floyd Wallace, because we're all Floyd Wallace in their eyes when we travel to certain countries. Let's have that discussion. We're going to try this man on YouTube. No due process, no anything. But the reputation of expats is so bad, certainly in the Philippines, that we're all thrown into the same basket, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take you a long, long time to separate yourself from that reputation, that history, because he's not the first one, certainly not in the Philippines or any of the places where you go. You just do your research. But we're all included in that. We're all over here to exploit the women and children and everything. They think the worst of you in these places. So before you start piling up on this man and getting your clicks and views and all this breaking news, look in the mirror, because it could easily be you. There's a very, I don't want to say popular case, but I guess you could say popular case of an American, Scott McMahon from Seattle, was accused of rape over here in the Philippines. In 2011, he was arrested. Strictly on the word, solely on the word of the woman. There was no evidence that a rape ever occurred. She claims that her estranged wife and Scott sexually assaulted her. But what it was revenge because of a criminal case he had filed against her. He languished in jail for 5 years. 4 years before he ever went before a judge. No due process, no bail. That rape charge is non-bailable. No right to a fast or quick trial. None of that. No speedy trial. And he did 5 years, even though the crime was not reported till 6 months later. He was actually 10 hours away. The point is, he languished in jail simply on the word of the woman. See, the easiest crime for us men traveling overseas to be accused of and convicted of is a sex crime. So don't get so happy, don't get so joyous and want to put that man Floyd Wallace down, because it could easily happen to you. We put our lives on the line when we come over here. We jump right in bed with women we don't know. Guys, they look at us all as sex pets, okay? There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And here's the thing, though. The minute that he was acquitted by the judge, who said there's no evidence at all, it's ludicrous, it's ridiculous that this man is even locked up. He couldn't leave the Philippines. They wanted the thousands of dollars in overstay fees that he had accumulated from overstaying his visa. So he had to come up with like $5,000. You know, luckily, you know, he had his mother, his sister, and there's an organization out there run by Ed Vokes that helps people who are accused of these dubious crimes overseas. The point today is, and I'm not absolving Floyd Wallace, I'm not convicting him either. I'm saying, guys, that we're all Floyd Wallace over here. You just don't know it. You have no idea of the people who've come here decades before you, committed some of the most heinous crimes over here, and they do them today. But you're part of that. But you just don't know it. You're just not aware of it. So for every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there making these videos about this man, breaking news, you're trying him on YouTube, man. From where I come from in America, there's something called due process. He may not get it in Brazil, but you can give it to him. because you're aware of it. You receive it at home. We've already convicted him. We've already locked him up and thrown away the key. He's already guilty. Now, all of a sudden, you trust the mainstream media overseas. You don't trust them at home. I don't trust any of these authorities, any of this mainstream media, no matter where I travel, because they've got an agenda. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to target these passport bros. They're going after you, man. All a woman has to do is just say you sexually abused her, sexually assaulted her. You could have paid already. You could already be living together. All she has to do is get up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm telling you that we walk a very thin line overseas. We're taking a real big chance, man. Because now they're targeting these sex pets and sex tourists and, sex criminals, But we're all included in that. If you're a foreigner and you're traveling to the Philippines, to Southeast Asia, South America, and all these other places where we've accumulated this reputation, you need to be careful. You need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to, man, be on your best behavior, or you're headed for trouble. But nothing shocks me today. We will make a video for clicks and views on anything. Okay? There's no evidence, there's no nothing, okay, that he did anything wrong. I'm not taking up for him. I'm just saying pump your brakes a little bit, guys, because that could easily be you. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Now the day goes by that I don't help somebody. Tonight is our 50,000 peso Sunshine Shoulders Christmas to Remember giveaway drawing that we do every year. Try to bring some joy and happiness to families in this time, this Christmas time. But actually, we're going to spend the wheel 11 times. We're going to give away 55,000 pesos. 5,000 pesos to 11 lucky Filipino subscribers. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid. Know the reputation for foreigners and expats wherever you're traveling to. If you're traveling to the Philippines, we have a bad reputation over here, despite all the good we've done, despite the majority of us on the right side of the law. We don't commit crimes. We don't take advantage of women and children. This is the reputation that was here long before you arrived. Okay? You can be sent to prison for a long time simply on the word of a woman over here. I don't know about Brazil and all those other places. This man language, Scott McMahon, it's easy for you to look up. I'm going to put a link in my description telling you the horror story that this man went through. Law-abiding citizen, came over here, was with a fiancée, they had 2 children, was not causing any problems. The problem was he was hanging with her estranged husband. That was the real problem. That was the only wrong thing he did, if you want to say he did something wrong. But we're all Scott McMahon. We're all Floyd Wallace, guys, and until you get that through your head, you're going to stop coming over here acting like you own the place. Okay? Just doing what you want, using those dating sites as a Rolodex, running through these women, man. You're eventually going to run into the wrong woman and your life's going to be over. Imagine all the cases that don't make the headlines, guys. Okay? But as far as you guys making these videos, man, you should, now I ain't going to say you should be ashamed of yourself because nothing shames you guys. You're already convicted the man. That's all I'm saying, guys. We're all Floyd Wallace.